All right, so I'm having a bad day, so why don't we watch some CNN, huh? Yeah, sounds like a good idea, right?
The latest example of violence stemming
Your bullshit microbe CGI in the background, as always, with your purple backdrop. You got your nice little red on there. Yeah.
from the war on masks. This
Oh, the war on masks. Don't forget, that's what they've called it. I made a video. It's called the war on mask. The media's pushed that. They keep saying it. Let's see the new war on mask. What do we got here?
one coming from video surveillance at a Staples store in New Jersey. A woman has been charged with aggravated assault after
Good. So that woman down there hopefully got charged with aggravated assault since she took her cane and she started to poke this woman for getting too close to her, all because her mask wasn't on property. So hopefully this woman that got what she deserved, that's laying on the ground right now, gets jail time. And you know, listen, I'm not being serious. I don't want people to beat up old people. I'm just saying, like, come on now. You're using a cane to push someone over a fucking mask. What do you think's gonna happen? You're gonna get your ass tossed on the ground. You better watch who you're pushing here.
attacking another woman who allegedly asked her to properly wear a face mask. Now,
Let's watch it one more time without me butting in.
the latest example of violence stemming from the war on masks, this one coming from video surveillance at a Staples store in New Jersey. A woman has been charged with aggravated assault after attacking another woman who allegedly
I mean, it's fucking ridiculous for both of these people. They're both sheep. For just doing this is ridiculous. This is what they want. This is what all this has caused. They got us going after each other and not going after the real enemy. It's only going to continue. Just all distractive ad.
asked her to properly wear a face mask. Now let's check in with our CNN reporters for the biggest headlines across the country.
Nobody else in the store came to the woman's aid. Because, you know, she might have coronavirus. I don't want to get too close to her. Oh, yeah, nice to show you a little globe.
I'm Allison Cossack in New York. It's not your imagination. The cost of groceries has gone higher since the pandemic hit. Data from
What?
New York. It's not your imagination.
It's not your imagination. That is a man.
The cost of groceries has gone higher since the pandemic hit. Data from the Bureau of Economic Analysis finds beef and veal had the biggest jump, followed by eggs, poultry.
Look at these sheep following orders, standing on the... How many of you have actually stood on these things? Are you kidding me? Like, how many cartoons have you watched growing up where there's an X, you know? Who the hell stands on the X after watching Looney Tunes cartoons growing up? You're gonna get an anvil dropped on your head, dummy.
And pork. Federal Reserve Chief Jay Powell last week acknowledged the issue, saying for some
Look at this garbage. Look at these poor saps.
goods, including food, supply constraints have led to notably higher prices. Now the
Look at how depressing they make them look. I mean, they don't have to make them look that way, but that's just the shot that they choose for the television. With your orange carts, your 33 carts all lined up there. Everyone got their mask on. Except for this asshole who's going to jail for 3 to 5 years. You're going to jail. Even you drinking right there, buddy, you're going to jail. Put your mask on. This isn't a joke, man. There's a pandemic. Look at how close they are all to each other. I don't see 6 feet in between your legs there, but good thing you guys got those masks on.
higher food prices, though, are adding to the burden for those struggling with lost income, plus the loss of the extra $600 unemployment benefit.
I'm Alexandra Field in New York. A COVID-19 outbreak in the state of Ohio
I'm Alexandra Field in New York, and I'm another
is
man
being
talking on
linked to a
television.
church service. 91 people became infected. 53 of them had been at the church service with a 56-year-old man who tested positive for COVID. Ohio's Governor Mike DeWine is
Again, no one gives a fuck if you test positive for COVID anymore. Let us know when you die.
again stressing the importance of wearing masks at religious services.
Yeah.
The governor has ordered masks for people across the state.
Look at that, wearing them wrong. Below your nose, got it down on your chin. Media's pushing the bad way to wear a mask. Good job, media.
State of Ohio, ages 10 and up. He has also ordered masks.
Wearing it wrong. Wearing it wrong. Hello, police. Can you please find and arrest these people? What the fuck is this? They literally, is that supposed to be a sun? Looks like they put like microbes on the billboards around town. I don't know.
Masks for children in schools with just
Hey, You guys aren't wearing your mask right. I don't care if you can't breathe, if you're having problems breathing, or if it's hard to breathe wearing the mask or whatever. They tell us it's not a breathing problem, and doctors wear them all day and they don't have a problem breathing. So put your mask up and wear it, okay? Okay.
Some exceptions. The state of Ohio has now had more than 96,000 COVID-19 cases.
I'm Stephanie Elam in Los Angeles.
Look at all these COVID reporters they got all over the globe to report all this bullshit.
Mayor Eric Garcetti says he's ready to take action against businesses and homes that continue to ignore the health guidelines to stop the spread of the coronavirus.
Yeah, tell me if this makes sense.
He says he's authorized the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power to begin cutting services to repeat offenders beginning Friday evening.
Hey, there's a pandemic and you have to be cautious and you need to wash your hands. But hey, you're throwing a party with thousands of people. Well, guess what? Guess what we're going to do? We're going to shut the water off so you can't wash your hands and sanitize. Yeah, we'll show you guys. What the fuck is going on? Are you kidding me? You think people who are throwing a party are going to give a rat's ass if you shut the power off? Do you know what a generator is? Like, come on. This is ridiculous.
As the health department is saying that younger people are driving the virus here.
No, younger people are driving the fact that they know it's bullshit and they don't give a rat's ass. And people are pissed off because you want everyone to fall in line and be controlled, basically.
Looking at the statistics from the new cases that they've announced, they're saying 76% of those new cases belong to people under the age of 50, 54%.
Dude, your numbers and statistics are bullshit. You guys just come on here and say whatever you want and you don't back it up with anything. You just expect us to believe it because you're the news. No, that doesn't work, okay? Not anymore, especially.
Belong to people 30 and younger.
I'm Chloe Milano. In New York, actress Alyssa Milano says that she has tested positive for COVID-19 antibodies after
Cool, nobody gives a shit.
being sick for nearly 4 months. She says she is speaking
Yeah, 4 months you're sick for. Maybe it's because of that bullshit mask you were wearing.
out now to call attention to the testing system that she says is
What the hell is this? Is there literally a sign behind her? No, it probably just says ass, but you never know. There might be an M there. Mask.
nearly 4
Making all sheep kneel.
months. She says she is speaking out now to call attention to the testing system that she says is, quote, flawed. Milano says that she
Tell me how many really famous celebrities have tested positive for COVID and then died. Oh, 0? All these B-rate, D-list celebrities dying. They're not testing positive. They just die and they say it's from COVID. I don't know anyone famous, an athlete, or anyone that has tested positive for COVID and then went on to die. So they put so much effort and like emphasis on the test results when obviously they're bullshit.
She became ill at the end of March but tested negative for the virus despite having, quote, every COVID symptom. She says in an Instagram post alongside a photo of her using a breathing machine that, quote, everything hurt. Loss of smell. It felt like an elephant was sitting on my chest.
Maybe you should take that mask off.
Adding, this illness is
Go outside, get some fresh air, some sunlight,
not a
eat better. There's lots of things you can do besides put a fucking mask on and go to the doctor.
hoax. I thought I was dying. She also says the symptoms still linger, like vertigo and heart palpitations.
All right, everyone, thank you so much for that. A new
Still linger, like vertigo and heart palpitations.
What did we just talk about? A bunch of COVID stuff. That's kind of depressing. Well, look at the news anchor. Let's see how depressed she is about that.
All right, everyone, thank you so much for that. A new global town hall on the mask debate and the push to reopen schools months in. Join Anderson Cooper and Dr. Sanjay Gupta for coronavirus fact.
Just here, and we want to wish him the best. He'll be fine. I guess he's going for a secondary test.
President who says that testing is overrated, that
It is.
maybe the U.S. tests too much is
They
now,
do.
it appears, saved from possible infection by one of those same tests.
Yeah,
CNN's
sure.
Ryan Nobles is in Clyde, Ohio. Ryan, tell us, what more do we know?
Well, Brianna, this certainly came as a surprise. This is something that is done for anyone that comes in close contact
You look like a dipshit.
with the President of the United States. They're given one of these rapid
Good thing you woke up early and you put makeup on, you did your hair up, got the haircut, put a suit on, all to ruin it all by putting that mask on. What a fucking idiot.
COVID tests to make sure that they don't have the infection before they come in close contact with the President. And Governor DeWine was among a group of dignitaries.
Are we done here? I'm tired of talking about this same bullshit every day. Can you guys
He is here.
do a school shooting or blow up a movie theater or have a van plow into a bunch of people again or something? You know, one of those other fake news stories?
Don't you wish you had done some things differently?
No.
I think that, first of all, the governors run their states. You understand that. That's the way it's set up. I mean, that's the way it's supposed to be.
Two of his task force doctors warn of more for school this year because of the pandemic. CNN has tallied at least 7.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm sure you wrote that and yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. If you did write that, do you know how you learned to write that? From going to school, you little shithead.
7 million American students are beginning their classes.
You know what keeps you more safe? Not going to public school at all, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, you shouldn't go to public school at all. F your remote learning. You and your family need to go off grid.
Online. I want to bring in CNN's Biana Golodriga. And Biana, just break this down for us because, where is this happening? Is it big city?
Where is this happening? All right. Oh, yeah. This picture.
Massive
again.
crowd. How many masks do you see?
I don't know. Everyone has their back turned to me, so I don't see any masks. Smart ass.
We'll take a look at that without some of the faces fuzzed out there. And
We'll take a look at some of the faces fuzzed out. It's not a fuzz out, it's blurred out, and you can't see any faces anyways because their backs are to the camera.
I think there were about 4.
Oh, really? Well, I can't see 4 faces.
It's not supposed to be a Where's Waldo type of game, right? You're supposed to see all of these masks. Amy
Yeah, you're supposed to see all of these masks.
Westmoreland is a school nurse.
Why isn't she wearing a mask? I don't want to see her face. It's disgusting. Your asshole reporter had a mask on while he was talking. Why isn't Big Bertha wearing a mask?
In Paulding County, Georgia, who actually...
Ugly ass fucking Karen. Don't even want to hear what you have to say. It's disgusting.
You think about the decision that you had made to no longer be a nurse.
Well, certainly I was horrified. It did give me some sense of validation, knowing that I made the right decision. But of course, my primary focus, since I am in pediatrics, is the children. And so, of course, I was worried for them and also their families and the staff members at the school. But
You were worried about them, so you resigned from your position? That makes so much sense.
I still remain a nurse, whether or not I'm in the clinic or not.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so you're still a nurse, whether you're in the clinic or not.
Makes total sense.
Just tell us, even before this photo, when you decided, I'm
I'm an NBA basketball player, even though I don't play in the NBA.
not going back. Tell us what that decision was like. How did you make that decision?
Who's that?
Well, it was a culmination of things. It started when we were allowed to go back into our clinics to finish up the school year, and I walked in the building, and unfortunately there were many people without masks on.
But you're a nurse, right? And you're worried about kids' health? So you want them to wear masks? Really? What the fuck is wrong with you?
And they were not practicing social distancing.
Oh my God,
And,
so I had to retire.
Unfortunately, it's very politically and financially motivated in that district. And so I was concerned that might be the case.
I decided not to provide for my family anymore, all because some kids weren't wearing masks.
Once I got there. So it initially started with that, and then the board's decision
Cut her off.
to make masks a
Pull the plug.
quote personal choice.
Pull the plug, cut her
and
off.
that social distancing wouldn't be practical. I didn't feel that. I wasn't, contrary to popular belief, I was not only concerned
Was that a little fart I heard?
distancing wouldn't be practical. I didn't feel that. I wasn't, contrary to popular belief, I was not.
I'm running out of time. I heard a fart. Listen one more
and
time.
that social distancing wouldn't be practical. I didn't feel that. I wasn't, contrary to popular belief, I was not only concerned for
She tooted!
myself and my family, but
Get her
I
off
could not
the air.
imagine giving care, especially to my special needs
The nurse
community
farted.
of students, with the possibility of infecting them.
Yeah, because that's the realization, right? It's not.
All right, I gotta go. Can only make 15-minute videos right now. At least we got to hear her fart. A little toot there.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your platform. I appreciate you.
You're not
Of course,
welcome.
no, we appreciate you bringing.
No, we don't.